which they want to change the world opinion about. But I'll tell you this time, it seems like, as I told you, I was 4 times back there.
Yes, yes, yes.
It seems that the Iranians are not going to let go this time. They are behind the leadership. They want to just this time finish this whole drama which has been going on since years. The country is under embargo since last 40 years, and what I feel. This is my feeling. What I saw. They are more than ready. They are more than
Right.
ready this time. It won't be that 11-day war.
Right. And Mr. Ansari, this particular aspect of this war going to be a long drawn one was anticipated because the build-up in itself was something which was not just deterrence.
Unprecedented,
It was
yeah.
unprecedented. I mean, America pushing in so much of man and machines.
Yes,
It
yes.
was not only for, telling Iran that, hey, look, we will teach you a lesson and then we'll go back. It's not like that. Today's speech also from Donald Trump means he made it clear in no unmistakable terms that it will be, end-to-end war. My question to you would be, in case of Iran here, we knew it from the beginning that Iran doesn't have the wherewithal of hitting back at US mainland. But obviously, this whole Middle Eastern region and some areas touching Europe, as close to Europe also, have come into this conflict zone.
Yes.
This could spiral easily into a world war-like scenario. The term has been oft used, so it has lost its meaning.
Yeah.
But two key players are watching it from a distance, China and Russia. When do you see what kind of attack or injury, if inflicted on Iran, would drag these two countries in?
See, I this time, as you must have heard since last 10-15 days, the Supreme Leader has been saying that we are not against any country in our region. We are only against the American bases which have been set up in these neighboring states. So Iran told them categorically, we are not going to spare them. And you must have seen they have started, a light barrage on those installations. Now,
Right.
the problem is, as America has friends across, Iran also has friends across. Like there's a term like if the friends for Iran are called proxies, and the friends for America are called allies. Right.
Right.
When American allies are going to help America in achieving what America wants to achieve, definitely, that those two superpowers are behind Iran. They have strategical interests, they have economical interests, they have everything there. So definitely, if it prolongs, it will spiral out. It's going to go beyond the Gulf.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's something like one has to put so much of mind into it. Definitely, I could have given some more examples also, but this time, you trust me, I'm telling you, Iranians are more prepared than they were ever in the history to.
Absolutely. The 2025 attack, when they were attacked in June, and at that time, I spoke to a few Iranians on the show, and the very question that was being asked to them, when will Iran retaliate? And last time, it looks like Iran was trying to get its house in order. There were several precision attacks also, removing top leadership. This time around, they had the time, they made up their mind, and with tacit support from Russia and China, at least they were confident enough to inflict injuries to the allied countries, the visuals for which we are also seeing on the screen.
See, one thing we have to be very clear of. Iran didn't start the war. That time also and this time also. They were sitting on the negotiation table. And I'm telling you, 2 weeks back, people of Iran were thinking that something will come out which will be a win-win situation. But still, in the negotiations, and they are deceived, they are backstabbed. Definitely, they have to, they have to defend themselves. I tell you, Mr. Trump has said that it will be a 4-day thing. What if it goes into 50? What if it goes into 60? What if it goes into the 15th day? It's going to be devastation all over.
Right, absolutely. See, it is going to be a long drawn one. Stay with us, Mr. Ansari. I know time is of essence for you, but since you have just come back from Iran also, and your ties and your people to people connect there is something that we want to discuss further after taking one round of questions with Mr. Arvind Tejawatji, who is a foreign expert with us on the show, and also One India correspondent in Kashmir, standing by, Izhar Ali. Izhar, very quickly, if you could hear me, we are picking up details on pro-Iran protests in several parts of Kashmir. How's it panning out as of now?
Absolutely, Pankaj. We are standing here at a place in Srinagar. This area is known as Ashai Bagh Belt, and this Ashai Bagh Belt has a good number, a good population of the members of the Shia community. And there were, I mean, while I was covering those protests, the police were chasing. Police are not letting the people come on the streets and stage and express their anger against the Israeli attack on the Iranian soil. So the people are they are being pushed away in lanes and by lanes. Police is not allowing them to come out of their houses. In fact, there's a large concentration of security forces, especially police, around this Ashai Bagh belt, where police has ensured that no protesters come out on the street and hold a demonstration or hold a protest. This area has around 1.5 lakh or 2.5 lakh the population of all the Shia, all those members. This is the largest, one of the largest belt of Shia Muslims in Srinagar, apart from Zadibal, Bemina, and other areas. And most of these protests last were this area only. So the people are very, very angry over what they termed as Israeli aggression on Iranian soil, and protests where we are getting reports of protests from other parts of Kashmir Valley. A largest gathering, a largest protest has been taken out in Sumbal Sonawari area of Bandipora in North Kashmir, where many people have come out and chanted "Death to America, Death to Israel" slogans. They have condemned what they say unwanted Israeli aggression on the. That people of Kashmir, especially those from those members.
Izhar, we'll come back to you. Seems to be some audio issue there. Yeah. Arvind Tejawatji, obviously, the way things are panning out now, in less than, I would say, 3 to 4 hours, the world seems to be polarized. Although no particular reaction from either friendly or enemy countries, apart from the main stakeholders who are engaged as of now, US, Israel and Iran. But India, as of now, is watching it very cautiously, and back-to-back advisories are coming that those who are in Iran, Israel, they should remain sheltered and underground. How do you see India's stand changing? Because here we are in Kashmir, there is a pro-Iran gathering happening, voices gaining momentum. Then we had Prime Minister Modi 2 days back backing Israel and committing all sort of support from India. Do you think India is in a precarious position here?
Thank you very much, Pankaj Sahab. And since I'm committed for 4 p.m. to another media platform, so I would like to close my comments soon. Here at multiple news channels, it is being asked that what is India's stand. But here I would like to make it clear that the stand as having those countries who has a power. Here, if we compare with India and United States, then we have a difference between 3 and 48. That's a big difference in the Indian economy and the United States economy. So India is not in condition to express his opinion about the world order. And of course, the world order is changing very speedily. And there is no doubt that at the moment, the world is a unipolar. There is no multipolar world, what the Indian Foreign Minister used to speak on the multiple platforms. At this moment, there is no multipolar world, there is a unipolar world, and the United States is a superboss. And even neither China nor Russia is in that condition that they can fight with the United States, because the Chinese economy is totally dependent on United States. Vice versa, if Russia and China, they jointly, if they are willing to counter against the United States, then I doubt that they will succeed. And this fight is for I suppose, the hegemony, the world hegemony. That's why this battle or this kind of combat is happening. So that I believe. But of course, the India would not willing to indulge himself in such a massive situation, because India is looking that the Hormuz Strait will go disturb, and definitely it will harm the Indian interest. Thank you very much,
Right.
Pankaj.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tejawat. We really appreciate your time and inputs here on One India. There you see Mr. Tejawat, Arvind Tejawat, foreign affairs expert, speaking to One India. Ansari Sahab, we have seen it in the past also that when the Israeli attacks happened back in when Gaza attacked Israel 7th of October 2023, India at that time also had drawn a very clear parallel between 26/11 Mumbai attacks and the attacks on Israel. Similarly, Prime Minister Modi spoke in same language and committed India's support to Israel against the terrorist activities. But it's the same Indian stand also that has initially and has been historically committed to the cause of the Palestinians. PLO leader Yasser Arafat, I remember him attending the 26th January parade as the chief guest and making several visits to India when Palestine was also trying to seek recognition and also support. In this scenario here, do you think that for India, it could be only commercial concerns with respect to this war, that the oil supplies can be hindered, the bullion prices can go up, or is it something diplomatically and historically also that India should be wary of as of now in choosing sides or in abstaining from taking any sides?
See, we have always been neutral whenever these things happened all over the world. India has always been neutral. And I also remember the times whenever the Iranian issue will come up in the United Nations, or Indian issue will come up in the United Nations, both India and Iran used to cooperate. Whenever there would be anything against India, Iran would never support that, or something against. But there seems to be a shift in our foreign policy lately. See, we don't have only economic ties with the Gulf; we have historical ties with the Gulf.
Right.
We are from the non-aligned countries, and we have always wanted that the world should have peace. The expert who was just on the panel, who just he didn't have time to, because he was committed somewhere else. By saying this, that it's a unipolar world, and Russia and China, they cannot do anything to America. That means if we have, if we have now made a decision that America is everything, then if they tomorrow come to our doors, we will also then be like, we can't do nothing, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
you cannot say like this that these, let's see how this war, what happens in this war. I think a lot of things will be clear. Big countries invaded small countries, and they thought that we'll, take them overnight. But it's been taking years now to,
ये बिल्कुल ये ध्यान देने वाली बात है अंसारी साहब, बिकॉज this morning when I heard Donald Trump late evening address to the world, what he did from Washington, मुझे मुझे दो चीजें उसमें समझ आई. एक, ये वही डोनाल्ड ट्रंप थे जिन्होंने अभी से 2 दिन पहले स्टेट ऑफ द यूनियन एड्रेस में कहा कि उन्होंने 8 से 10 लड़ाइयां रुकवाई थी. अब ये वही डोनाल्ड ट्रंप हैं जिन पर मुझे एक तरीके से उनके जो प्रेडिसेसर रहे हैं जॉर्ज बुश की छवि नजर आई, जिन्होंने इराक वॉर की शुरुआत करते समय उसको जस्टिफाई करने के लिए बहुत ही स्ट्रांग शब्दों में कहा था कि क्यों इराक पर हमला जरूरी था. ईरान, yes, absolutely, and to maybe to get a second term also that he wanted.
Right. No, in fact, Mr. Trump has been always saying that Barack Obama was a warmonger, and he
exactly, and now what he is doing,
I don't know when the Israeli name comes, when it's about Israel, nobody wants to take Israel head on. See, every country has a right. Let them live peacefully, and let other people also live peacefully. I don't know, but to my thinking, things are going to be very ugly.
Right.
Very ugly.
See, I mean, I think as it is appearing as of now, because it has just begun, you said it correctly, that is going to last for long. And secondly, something or the other, the outcome would be there. But to vanquish Iran, मुझे यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा ऐसा लगता है कि एक देश को जहाँ पर आपको स्ट्रेटेजिकली आपको या आपके एलाइज को खतरा महसूस होता था, और इजराइल के कहने पर, जैसा आपने कहा कि अमेरिका ने इस जंग की शुरुआत की है, मुझे लगता है ये बहुत ज़्यादा अमेरिका और इजराइल की दोस्ती को भी दिखाता, और एक बहुत बड़ा मार्केट है अमेरिकी हथियारों के लिए इजराइल माना जाता है टेक्नोलॉजिकली काफ़ी एडवांस्ड है. और सो मच सो कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने तो ये कह भी दिया था कि इजराइल का जो आयरन डोम है वो भी अमेरिका ने बना के उनको गिफ्ट किया था, और अब अमेरिका के ऊपर एक आयरन डोम जैसा स्ट्रक्चर बनाने के लिए उन्हें ग्रीनलैंड की जरूरत पड़ती है. तो इस वजह से कहते हैं सारी खुदाई एक तरफ और यहाँ पर अमेरिका का दोस्त एक तरफ वाली बात हो गई है. इस एक फाइनल कमेंट अंसारी साहब मैं आपका लेता हूँ, देन आई विल डेफिनेटली लेट यू गो. इस पूरे प्रकरण में अगर हम देखते हैं, आपको क्या लगता है ईरान के साथ कहीं ना कहीं ज्यादती वाली बात तो हमने की, लेकिन क्या ईरान खुद भी जो तैयारियां कर रहा था उसको जरूरत थी, क्योंकि इंटरनली काफी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा था. खामेनेई साहब को लेकर भी काफी दिक्कतें थी, वहां पर हमने हिजाब प्रोटेस्ट भी देखा था.
नहीं, मैं आपको वेरी फ्रैंकली बता दूंगा आपको, ईरान इज अ बिग कंट्री. देयर आर अबाउट 90 million people who live in Iran. Couple of million people. अगर मैं मान लो, if I take it to tomorrow is the end day of tomorrow everybody, the earth is going to finish. अगर ये भी मैं मान लो 2 million लोग निकले हैं टोटल में हर एक प्रोविंस में, but what about the other 88 million? क्या बात करते हैं? They are with their leader. The problem is they definitely support.
All right. Now we saw that on the Islamic.
Maybe the elitists don't like it, but trust me, the poor people, people, who have stood by the revolution with Imam Khomeini, they are all with Sayyid Khamenei and his regime. Trust me, trust me. They are bluffing the people of the world. Iranians are rock solid behind their leader, and they will take this war to some conclusion. This won't be that 11-day war when nobody could declare a victory.
Right. Israel simultaneously attacked Lebanese targets for Hezbollah. I mean, that is something
because America has branded everyone as proxy. Everyone has been branded as proxies. They call Houthis proxies. They call Pezeshkian proxies. They call Hezbollah. Everyone they call, but they're people who are working for them. They call them their allies. So I'm trying to. मैंने स्टार्ट में भी आपको कहा यही है, ये वर्डिंग का है. वो उनके हुए तो allies, इनके हुए तो proxies. Everybody is fed up. ऐसा नहीं, डंडा हमेशा नहीं चल सकता. Some people don't have pride. Some have pride. and Iranians stood up for the tribe. तो इसमें क्या है? हम नहीं वैसा करते हैं. अगर हमारे साथ नेबर कंट्री कुछ करेंगे, हम तो बच्चा बच्चा बाहर निकलेंगे, हम उनको यहाँ से लतेड़ देंगे वहां. So how will they also allow somebody outside? ये ऐसी बात है. ये आप देख लीजिए, यू आर एन इंडियन, आई एम एन इंडियन. अगर हमारे साथ कोई पड़ोसी ऐसी बात करे, हम छोड़ेंगे?
बिल्कुल
अब
बिल्कुल
बताइए.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Everything with us. Same goes with the other countries also.
और यही बात है अंसारी साहब, जो यहाँ पर जो कचोटती है, जो दुख देती है, जो गलत साबित करती है कि अमेरिका ने पहले भी ऐसे प्रेसिडेंट्स रखे थे जहां पर उन्होंने हमला किया, बिना उकसाए भी हमला किया, और अब इस बार ईरान पर इस तरह से, वो भी राजधानी में सिविलियन टारगेट्स पर इस तरह से बमबारी करना, यूनिवर्सिटीज के
it's not only that. See, it's Tehran. I was speaking जब बाद में इंटरनेट डाउन हो गया. There is a university campus and there's a hospital. उन्होंने उस पर मिसाइल लगाया. We are worried today because our students are there. अब ईरान के थोड़े से प्रोसीजरल्स हैं, जैसे आपको एग्जिट करना है, you have to use the passport for the exit. There are hundreds and thousands of people who are waiting for exit. And they are not able to, get those exits. We have our blood there. All over India say students.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
So we have lot of worries. We have lot of worries.
अंसारी साहब, हमसे बातचीत करने के लिए और अपना कीमती वक्त देने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. We really appreciate your points and
thank you very much.
the aspects that you brought. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Izhar Ali is still standing by with us from Srinagar. Izhar, obviously you heard Mr. Ansari, and clearly the support that Iran is enjoying outside its borders is something that is not new. And secondly, the anger against the United States and this one-sided war that has been imposed on Iran, at least that's what sanity would say. Whether does it lead to the configuration into another sort of World War scenario, or we see a logical end to it, because there have been several wars, and we can keep playing the visuals that are coming in from Tehran and other US allied bases, including that in Bahrain, in Dubai, Doha, Qatar, everywhere, where the Iranian attacks are happening. We can show the visuals also on screen. So I was saying that when it comes to the support that Iran is enjoying, Izhar, what good reason do you feel that the Kashmiris have, or that particular community in Kashmir has, to come out in support of Khamenei? And we have seen this happening before as well. Izhar, if you could hear us. Yes, Izhar, if you could hear me, please take us through the details that you are picking up from Srinagar. Okay, Israel, we will be fixing that audio issue there. But as I was mentioning, there are several locations all across the Middle East where the Iranian attack is now finding the headlines. It's making headlines. Israeli media 120 says that 125 missiles were fired from Iran toward. Let's keep playing the visuals, at least full screen, of the attack that Iran is now carrying out. We have also we are getting information that how the Bahraini targets have been vanquished by Iran. Donald Trump is also expected to address the nation once again Saturday morning in a few moments from now. And Saudi Arabia too, which is a time-tested ally of United States, has been finding itself at the receiving end. There are unconfirmed reports that Iranian missiles have targeted Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. This is unconfirmed. We cannot just say that it is confirmed as of now. Also, we are looking at a possible situation where the U.S. forces and jointly with Israeli forces could be inflicting another round of attacks on Israel or on Iran. Explosions are being heard in Abu Dhabi, Riyadh, and Qatar's Doha, Saudi Arabia's Riyadh, and just hours after Israel and US conducted joint attacks on Iran, plunging the Middle East into a conflict. AFP is reporting that two Abu Dhabi residents reported saying that they have heard blasts and explosions were also heard across Doha and Riyadh. The visuals that are coming from Bahrain would be on the screen in just a moment. Bahrain, as we all know, it is another ally for United States. For United States, obviously, this battle is something that it has taken very seriously, and after months and months of anticipation and build-up, now we see how the war has started to pan out. These are the visuals from early morning from Tehran. Plumes of smoke coming out. And these are the visuals from Tel Aviv, Israel, where sirens are ringing out. Just hours after the attack on Iran, Iran retaliated much as expected, and sirens were heard in Tel Aviv. And reportedly, there have been blasts also in the Israeli land masses. Donald Trump spoke late last night, giving a very firm message and trying to justify why it is attacking Iran. But the way Iran has hit back as of now, clearly it will be seen as a retaliation from Iran, and it just remains to be seen that after this wave of attacks from Iran, how things pan out. Izhar Ali is there with us from Srinagar, from the northern part of India. Izhar, as you were mentioning earlier, the kind of support that the Shia community extends to Iran and its cause is something which is not new in that particular area where you are, and secondly, all across the globe also. Generally, how this attack has been seen and the retaliation by Iran?
Well, Pankaj, the place where I'm standing right now, it's a Shia-dominated area. It's a good population of Shia Muslims reside here. They have been residing here for ages. So whenever there's a strike on Iran or any US airstrike or Israeli airstrike or any action by the West on the Islamic Republic of Iran, the people here automatically, without anyone's call, they come out on the streets and hold protests. The reason being that they identify somehow, they relate themselves with the Iranian supreme leader, because they have long, the relationship of Shias, especially in Kashmir, Kashmiri Shias, with those of Iran. It's a spiritual connect. It has no boundary, and it's no secret that Shias of Kashmir have love and respect for Irani nation. So whenever something like this happens, even last time when there was a clash, conflict between Iran and Israel. So the people here as well took to streets. Thousands of people marched on the streets, and same episodes are being repeated now this year as well. So we have been getting reports. I from Sumbul Sonawari, it's in Bandipora district. Many hundreds of people are said to have hit the streets, and they're chanting slogans against America, chanting slogans against Israel, and they are expressing their solidarity with the spiritual leader Khamenei and the Islamic Republic of Iran in this time of crisis. So, whenever whatever West does with Iran, it has some effect on Kashmir as well. I mean, we have this place known as Ashai Bagh. It's a 2 to 3 kilometer stretch, and all throughout this stretch, there's a good number of Shia population. They try to hit the streets. They try to came out on the streets and hold demonstration against Israel and America, but the police has taken preventive measures. Police are not allowing these protesters to hit the streets. I mean, these protesters have been confined to only lanes and bylanes, and they're not being allowed to come out on the roads and disrupt the normal vehicular traffic. You can see behind me on this busy Srinagar Ladakh highway or Srinagar University Road. So police is very much aware that an action of this kind in Iran can have a ripple effect in Kashmir as well, and hundreds and thousands of Shias might hit the streets and stage strong anti-US, anti-Israel demonstration. Police is although police is taking every precaution in all the Shia-dominated areas, police presence, police footfall has been increased. Police is carrying these batons and tear gas.
Right, Azhar. Let's also
able to meet any emergency.
I know. Yes, police will try. Police will try, and obviously taking a stand which is contrary to the government of India's stand as of now. Clearly, Iran has been disbanded as far as the diplomatic criticism is concerned. Not just by India, but others also, because as of now, the only statement that is coming from government of India is for the Indians to stay sheltered. Izhar, there's one more critical aspect that is coming as of now on my screen. And as Mr. Ansari was also saying, that there are only a handful of people who are against the Khamenei government. There are only a handful of people, maybe they are classist, maybe they are rich people, who feel that their rights and freedom is stifled. But there is a school in Tehran, I presume, where the students have posted their video. We will be playing that out shortly, where they are saying, "I love Trump." They are thanking President Trump for striking the regime in Iran. This is how it is. Even if it is unverified as of now, we have seen the youth of Iran indulging in such anti-Iranian, anti-rule activity there. How would the people of Kashmir view this? Do they have any justification or any counter for this?
Well, Pankaj, the people of Kashmir, especially those from the Shia community, they have strong belief that all the protests that happened over these months in Iran were orchestrated or fueled by America and Israel. They have a strong belief, and I mean, it's hardly you cannot convince them that no, if they were spontaneous protests or not, but they have a strong belief that no, these protests were orchestrated, were fueled and fanned by Israel and US only to reach today's action which the Trump administration or Israel did exactly. So they think it was a build-up. Many of the Kashmiri Shias I spoke to after this incident, they said that they strongly believe that there was it was a script written already that step by step these things will be executed. First, Iran will be cornered by the West, especially the Trump administration, on those student protests. Then slowly the pressure will be built on Khamenei and the Iranian government on nuke deals or any other. So what they believe is that US, the West, is playing games with Iran just to make this Islamic nation succumb to their knees. And this is what most of the Kashmiris, most of the Shias especially, believe here in Kashmir.
Right, obviously. Also, Izhar, when it comes to the anticipation and the build-up, we have seen the Middle East was becoming some sort of theater of war and now in the month of Ramadan, this attack has happened. Generally, we have seen in the past that both the aggressors and the quote unquote victims have refrained from using this time. Any comments or any thoughts coming on that from Kashmir?
Well, Kashmiris are outraged when they heard this news of Israeli attack on Iran. I mean, it was unexpected. It was unexpected at a time when U.S. administration was reaffirming that talks are being held. Even the Iranian government has said that they were positive of outcome of talks. So the talks were happening, and people in Kashmir were expecting a breakthrough, that peace will prevail, that a conflict, there will not be a time when this conflict will go to beyond these borders. But everything proved to be a hoax. I mean, in the morning when people came to know about it, they were shocked and surprised. And as a result of which, there were small gatherings, small number of protesters coming out on the streets and trying to register their protest against what they termed unwanted Israeli aggression. I mean, this is something which was not expected, which people were not expected in Kashmir, because Kashmiris are they share sentiments with Iran because of religious. They find they have a very close connection. I mean, Islam religious connection with Iran, especially the Shias of Kashmir. So any small or big event, any disaster, natural or man-made, Kashmiris rise up and always express their solidarity with sympathy with the people of Iran.
Right.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats to
Okay.
the Iranian regime.
Yes, Izhar, stay with us. Well, it is not confirmed though, but it looks like some sort of earthquake here also in Noida. We'll be confirming it. The global earthquake that we are covering as of now is coming in from Middle East. And we have visuals from Bahrain, where Iran has targeted the US targets. We can quickly play them out. Bahrain visuals. Obviously, we have seen that wars in these days is something that fail to or refuse to end. We have Iranian and we have Israel and Gaza attacking, the Lebanese territory once again. We have Ukraine and Russia, and now this one. Long haul wars are not helping anyone. It is a battle between the personalities. It's a war between a Benjamin Netanyahu and an Ali Khamenei, a Donald Trump and an Ali Khamenei. Mahatma Gandhi, passed away mentioning that an eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. Do you feel, while you were following the story, that there was a midway, there was a possibility of coming to talking terms and finding a way out without firing a missile?
Well, Pankaj, there is always a middle ground. So the war especially in these times, it only brings destruction. And coming from a conflict zone like Kashmir, I know what it is, the loss of innocent human lives means. So in war, US can achieve nothing and Iran can achieve nothing. So, and also I would like to mention to you, I would like to go back a little back. You may have witnessed Iran fought with Iraq for 20 years. So the war has given nothing. What I personally believe that there could have been a middle way. There could have been, but I think more than it about nuclear arms, nuclear deal. It was more about satisfying personal ego, possibly. But,
let's show these visuals full frame, please. The importance of anchor and not there. It's all about visuals. Let's go full frame. Let's go full frame. Where are these visuals from? Let's put the Bahraini visuals first. Yes, Izhar, please go on. Yes, Izhar, please continue.
Yeah. So the war could have been averted. There has been America has been building pressure for years. Israel has been threatening Iran for years. So there could have been. I mean, if United Nations could have possibly played a key role, a vital role in bringing all these nations together, possibly we would not have been
Let's play
witnessing
these
this
visuals full
destruction.
frame, please. I'm so sorry. Let's play these visuals full frame. Yes, please continue. Please continue. Not these ones. I have mentioned some visuals on video all locations. Please pick that up. They are ready for air. Please. Yes, please continue, Izhar. Yes, Izhar, please go on.
So what Pankaj I was saying is that the war could have been averted. The war could have been averted had the United